Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in those files. So again, I'm going to go to Import, Filmbot, FBX, and I see I've brought all of these into my my project folders. So let's just take a look at one of these. Import that. Okay, so you can see that already we've got a rig, we've got an animation. Okay, so let's jump inside. So you can see that we've got all the same geometry, which is great. And now we've got this rig, which is a bit different to the mocap biped, but you know, essentially the same kind of thing. It's a bit harder to read. Got the hips there, arms and so forth. So you know, you can work with a as we saw before. Actually, you can do the same thing that we did before. So you can set up an agent from an FBX that you've already imported. So again, if you wanted to go into the geometry and change anything, you know, to make any modifications to the geometry here after the fact, preferably it would be done, you know, beforehand on the model itself, but you can do it here. Okay, before it's deformed. Again, if you want to, I don't know, reduce the polygons or whatever, you can do that here. Again, make sure I always forget to leave the flag there. But what I'm going to do is just select everything because I want to hide the rig. Don't want to see that. Okay, and then you could just, it would be the same process again, right? In your setup, your agent, you would connect up the where is it? Your character there. Okay, but I'm going to do it in a bit of a different way. I'm actually just going to delete all these. One thing I want to show you beforehand actually is something that really saves time, because we're trying to add as much variety as possible, you know, by having all these different layers, you know, different clothes. It can get quite repetitive, the workflow, right? So something that helps a lot is having clear kind of nomenclature, right? So we've got hair A, hair B, shirt A, shirt B, shirt C. You can see the man is named in the same way. We've got hair A, B, C. I think, yeah, we've got 3 there as opposed to 2 on the other, but anything like this can help, right? Shirt A, B, C, pants A, B, C, and it's the same on the woman as well. Okay, so we can basically copy and paste things back and forward between the 2 agents to save time, right? And that's important. That's the same with the clips. If you noticed, I called them all man run 1, man run 2, woman run 1. Okay, so they're all clear and all the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete these, right, and drop down another geo. Call this not agent setup. Okay, jump inside there, drop an agent node. So we did this with the shelf tool before, so I'm going to do it without that now to show both ways. So we'll start with the man, and we will not be importing a rig, we'll be importing the FBX directly, and we can choose any of them from here. We'll start with not this one because it doesn't have the rig, right? So any of the FBXs which have come out of Mixamo. Okay, so I'm going to grab run 1, accept, grab that, and then make sure that the clip name is not the same as the take. Call this just run 01, right? And hopefully, yeah, we can see it there. So this is tiny, as you can see, because we've got this convert unit, which is normally good, but it's making it too small here. So I'm just going to turn it off, which will make it too big again. But we'll sort that out later in the crowd source. We can change the scale to bring it to normal to more realistic scale. It doesn't really matter here, but it does matter when you start working with ragdolls, because you want the physics to be correct. Okay, so we got the agent name, which is important. Okay, different name for each agent. Got the FBX brought in. We can leave this as it is, clip name. And again here, this is important. Okay, so we want to convert this to in-place animation. And just like before, we need to connect up the hips. So you can see here the name of the nodes are different. So we're going to Mixamo rig hips, grab that. And then, so if we watch that, you can see it's not moving. If we apply the locomotion, it should run along. And what's handy with when you use an FBX like this is we don't need to worry about the loops, right? Especially from Mixamo, they all tend to loop really nicely. If I turn off the locomotion, you can watch it. You can't really see the seam. It's already blended in nicely, which is great. Okay, so maybe I'll name this just to be clear. Man, drag that over. And we'll grab the woman here. So this is where you'll start to see it saving time. Just type in woman there, and it does everything else is set up properly for me.